my friends. It is
Wednesday, my dude.
It's Wednesday, my dude. So what is going on? We got Greg in chat. We got Taylor in chat. How is everybody doing? It is the Budrush. I am your host, Tommy Fresh. You are all my buds, as always. I'm wearing specs tonight because I'm feeling spectacular and I wanted to wear my glasses. Give my eyes some rest from the contacts and just get a little wild with all of you here at the Budrush Bellow, our live podcast we do on the Fresh and Buds channel. And it is a great time because, well, all the buds hang out in chat. It's a lot of fun. And I also get to hang out with this guy I met at a convention. Holds a weird pillow. It's Mr. Viz, aka Gary. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. And you don't have to pretend that you met me holding a pillow. I've known you since you've been looking left at drafts that aren't for Flesh and Blood. But how you doing, man? How's your week going?
My week is interesting, right? So we have a holiday weekend coming up, and my job, I have to go into liquor stores a lot every day, and they're all getting ready for the rush this weekend. So they don't really want to see me, and which I guess they probably don't really want to see me anyway. But we still go in, help pack out, try to get out of their way. So I've just been kind of keeping low this week, getting some work done, make sure I'm all set because I go on vacation starting on Monday. And we're also going to Pittsburgh this weekend, which is going to be a lot of fun. Gonna hopefully see some buds out at the Brawl in Pittsburgh.
Quite a few buds at the Brawl.
Yeah. Are you excited for Pittsburgh?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I haven't been to Pittsburgh in a long time. Get to meet Greg for the first time.
Oh my god,
it's gonna be awesome. Shout out to Darth Prentice, #producer Greg, whatever you wanna call him. The Fresh Mafia is going to be rooming together. It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty wild. I mean, there's the emotions are going to be running high. The two of us have never met Greg in person, but I don't think it's Greg's in chat. It's not going to be weird. If anything, we might be a little bit too comfy and a little too comfy wumpy, and things might get a little hot and heavy. Who knows? I'm not ruling anything out. Now, obviously, we're all like either betrothed or close to betrothed in there, so that is not really going to happen unless no, I'm kidding.
I like the extra layers of clarification here just in case.
But I gotta throw in some but it's gonna be a good time. Pittsburgh's gonna be a lot of fun. Thrown by the Realm Games and Green Tree Sports Cards, the full name, and it's gonna be a blast. I'm gonna play some CC on Saturday. I gotta head out on Sunday, but it's gonna be fun shooting up there Friday. It'll be my first time in Pittsburgh. Very cool. Can't wait to have French fries on a sandwich or whatever they do over there. Just chug bottles of Heinz ketchup and a bunch of other stuff. But it's gonna be a blast. Love seeing the Green Tree folks. Love seeing Buds out there. Love seeing the Realm folks out there. They're great. Gary's all right. And it's going to be a blast. I'm super stoked, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But we have a great show for you all tonight. If you're tuning in because of the giveaway, awesome, welcome. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I want to get some other upkeep going on right now. First of all, check out the Buds Discord, which you can find in the link tree below. I believe it's still there. The Buds Discord is a great community where we all hang out. We chat Flesh and Blood. We chat life. We chat, memes, having a good time, all kinds of great stuff. Yeah. And
chat about everything.
It is the best community in the game, in my humble opinion. I'm biased. Whatever.
Biased?
Taylor's here because he loves me. I love Taylor. I can't wait to do the Insidious Chill Part 2 this December. I cannot wait. And on top of that, check out the Patreon. It helps keep the mics hot, the lights on. It's a great help. We get to do a little bit of extra stuff over there. It helps kind of basically keep this going, make it easier for the mafia here. I sent out a bunch of no good deeds go unnoticed, or good deeds don't go unnoticed cards to a lot of patrons, all the patrons, this past week, which is awesome. Chuck McGinnis is in the chat.
Chuck McGinnis, he's
I,
in there.
I know it says Matthew, but it's wrong, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And
Chuck, also known as Mike.
Also known as Mike. Oh yeah, he's gonna be Mike. And anyway, so yeah, the Patreon, check that out. Also in the show notes. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube. A lot of subscribers have been coming in. We have some huge things coming out this summer. It's going to be a blast. I'm, having fun. We're making shorts. We're doing the podcast. Tomorrow we have a great podcast for Fresh and Buds. We're being joined by Craig Krempels of Magic Pro Tour fame and SCG coverage fame, and did coverage for Pro Tour Lille. He's a great guy. He's local. We've gotten pretty close over the past few months, and it felt like a really great conversation. I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy for, I'm excited for folks to listen to it. So check that out tomorrow. It'll be out at noon. And what else? That's probably it. That's probably it for now. If I forget anything, we'll circle back to it. But before we get to the show, we have some great stuff going on. We're going to do a Crack-a-Pack. We are going to do the Scabskin moment of the week. I think Gary rolled low this week, big time. So it's going to be Gary's Scabskin moment of the week for sure. We're going to talk about Unity, which is like a new keyword that we've gotten, and it's making tokens for different classes. We're going to try to speculate what the different classes are going to make with this Unity thing going on. And then we're going to do a draft, like we did a mic draft last week. We're going to do a Oldham draft of all of our favorite Oldham cards in a celebration of Oldham's life. Oldham has passed on. He's moved on into living legend status, and that's going to bring about the living legend format. And it's also going to be out of CC, which is very exciting. Not till July. We still have some time with him, but we're going to celebrate his life, and we're going to give him
his best cards.
drafting his best cards and discussing them and why we really like those cards. It's going to be a blast. And also to commemorate his passing on from the format into retirement, but not for long, there, Farcist, we're going to do a giveaway, which a lot of you might know, but we're going to give away this Frostbite playmat.
Honestly, so nice.
It is very nice, and shout out to Alex Norville from LSS who hooked me up with it, along with the Good Deed promos. Very nice of Alex to do so. He is a bud. He wears a bud hat, and it's a little bit chilly down in New Zealand. He's been enjoying the beanie. So, all
right.
Okay, so the way we're gonna do the giveaway is, you have to, say I want to be part of the giveaway.
Maybe tell us your a type of story of a frostbite that was really annoying.
Well, actually, you know what? Say, type in frostbite, all caps with the exclamation point. There's no bot or anything like that, but just do that. And then Gary's going to write your name down. And at the end of the show, we're going to pick a name. So please stick around towards the end of the show. We would like to have the person here, the bud here. So, and we're not going to go super long. We got just two quick segments, or two quick longer segments, and then obviously our Scabskin moment and stuff like that. So
unfortunately, Farcist, I will be removing myself from the drawing because I feel like if I'm going to be rolling the dice, the hands of fate shall be unbiased.
Yeah. And yeah, please enter. I don't know is there a way I can pin a chat?
I'm not too sure. But what we'll do is I see a few coming in now. Do it again at the end, especially if you did it in the beginning, because I'm gonna have to scroll through the whole chat at some point. Otherwise, you're just gonna hear typing as I type in names. But I'll try and keep everybody in mind. But when after we talk about, we'll shout it out.
We'll shout it out. We'll say it. You know what? For anybody like tuning in late, if people tune in and ask, and then obviously people stick around towards the end, I will say, hey, last chance to say Frostbite. So, pretty exciting. But Gary, do you want to crack a pack here?
Let's crack some packs.
So for those of you who don't know, we crack either 0 or 3 packs, right? We roll Scabskins. Obviously, he doesn't have Gambler's Gloves there, but that's the stand-in for Gambler's Gloves. Gary's going to roll a die, and it's going to be the rules of Scabskin. How whatever action points we would have gotten, that's how many packs we open, and we do get to crack Gambler's Glove once. So hit us with the roll.
All right, here we go. Did it fall off?
I don't see it. I don't see it. Another 6? Are you serious? Oh my god.
Yep.
What the? Okay, listen. This is actually a first, right?
Yeah,
we had
ever.
a 6 last week. I'm sorry, my desk is a mess here. We had a 6 last week, and we have a 6 this week. So, the reason we do the crack pack, well, it's fun to open packs. Also, I've never opened a Fabled, so we're gonna hopefully get to the point where maybe we do. When we're gonna open all 3 packs, which is very fun.
Yeah, and then Tom will make a bunch of jokes about the cards along the way, and you know, it'll be great.
I make great jokes. All right, I'm gonna.
All right, let's see this Fable.
That's a Kodachi. Cut down to size. Blue. We're gonna just cut that down to this pile. Feisty Locals.
You like the yellow?
I like the yellow. The yellow's quite good. Feisty Locals. That is Jim from Fab TCG cards and Evan McGrew's crew, right? In DC. Ooh, Ravenous Rabble. Red. What a good card. I love this card. This would be the first pick right at the gate. What was that?
Put it at the top for sure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep that right there below where I'm doing this. Scout to Periphery Yellow. I love this card because I play Riptide. Head Jab Red. I feel like the blue and yellow is a little bit better, but I don't think you'd be upset with the red. But...
Ooh, I do love a Yellow Arrow.
Yellow Arrow, not early though. They will wheel. Ooh, Red Infect is certainly good, but it's also good in the same deck that Ravenous Rebel's good in. You know,
and Ravenous Rebel's better in more decks.
Exactly. Love Widowmaker, but to be honest, I like the blue and the red better than the yellow. Be Like Water, certainly
that's a great one.
Great card in Ninja. Short and Sharp Blue. How about we short and I don't know. There's no joke there. Toxicity.
Yellow.
Yellow. Ooh, laced with Blood Rot. Yeah. Oh man. I think I
How do we pass that?
I'm taking it. I'm crazy.
Well, check the cold flow. Check the cold flow.
Well, we have a foil prowl.
Ooh.
That's not cold foil. Silken Gi and tokens.
All right. So Lace with Blood Rot feels like
Lace of Blood Rot is an all-star. I'll be playing that card at the Brawl this weekend in Pittsburgh. Shout out to the Orc Knight, aka Jesse Harper, who has been so kind to share his list for aggro Riptide with me, and it's been a lot of fun.
Does it play New Horizon?
No. Crown of Prav.
Ooh,
don't even worry about it.
Pravi Wavi.
Peace of Mind Red is certainly fine. I don't know if I'm on it right away. Come to Fight Yellow is okay.
Yeah.
The blue Destructive Deliberation is not good.
Not a 4. Can't use it.
Red Murkmire Gravenal is good, but it's not better than Razor's Edge, right?
Not better than Razor's Edge, that's for sure.
Razor's Edge is certainly good. Be
Cutting
Like Water.
edge technology.
This is a red arrow I wouldn't look at. Open wheel it. It's certainly fine. It's like, it's just raw power, but Yellow Wither, totally fine. Eesh. Red Surging Strike.
Taking that over the Razor's Edge?
I think the upside is better, to be honest.
All right.
The Razor's Edge is certainly good. In my opinion, it's certainly a gamble taking the Surging Strike. this early, but
Yeah.
I am a brute player. Red short and sharp, it's fine.
Blue toxicity though, I love.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good in. It's good in
Force blocks.
force blocks.
Oh my gosh,
geez.
flush with red.
Fletch red tail. We were just dirty Ranger players in this.
I know.
Fletcher red tail. We're gonna take that unless fisticuffs foil, whatever. Toxic tips.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
will. The red Fletch it's too good. It's like, yeah.
Look at. I mean, obviously, this is not how a draft works, but we're starting off hot, and the final pack, which is gonna have the Plague Hive. I just know it. Yellow cut down the sides, certainly fine, but we're not taking it. Red freewheeling renegades.
Like red freewheel. Pretty good.
Certainly fine. Blue spring load, not happy about that. Red double D, destructive deliberation. It's certainly good. I mean, it's probably where we'd be at first, but Spire sniping red would
pretty good.
Would put us right on track to be an Azalea. Razor's Edge yellow.
Surging Strike yellow.
Surging Strike yellow. I mean, I guess you could take it for the same reason.
Yeah.
Skybound Shot blue. No, not really interested. Sedate yellow. Bleed out blue. Not great. Oh,
well.
That's a good card. We'll take the Codex of Frailty. That's probably the best hit we've had in a while. My God.
It is, yeah.
Maybe
ever.
I think that's the pick. Infectious Host is very good.
Very good, yeah.
It would have been the pick. God. And the Lace of the Inertia. It's not better in Codex of Frailty, but
yeah. Oh no, it's definitely the Codex. Well, you made the money back on the packs.
Yes.
And Farsus will keep his goatee.
He will keep. You got to keep it. You got to keep it. This is so blurry. I hate cameras. Aren't cameras the worst? Unless they're on me. All right. Well.
They're worse if they're on me. That's for sure.
No, you're cute. All right. Let's calm down. Let's get back to reality here.
I know. Let's gotta cut it. Let's get back to reality.
He's not cute at all. No, he's a big cutie. Now, that was the Kraken pack. Pretty happy with the Codex of Frailty.
Oh yeah, you were missing one, right? Oh no, you got one.
I did get one, but certainly happy to have a second or fourth. Sorry, second place.
Blitzdex.
Nice. So Scabskin moment of the week. So this segment originated as a way to kind of talk about a bad beat or a good beat while playing Brute. Been playing a lot of Riptide lately, and certainly there's bad beats and good beats. Actually, I'll share a bad beat for you all. I mentioned Jesse Harper, who is kind enough to say, hey, if you want to like work through some matchups with me, I got some free time. I was like, yeah, let's hop on. Let's play a game. One of the matchups I'm worried about is Dromai, understandably. And he feels, he said, it's like, well, you just got to kind of aggro them out and then pop dragons when you can and hope it works out for the best. So we play, he's Dromai. He was actually Isaac's Dromai, Isaac Jessen, who just won a Pro Quest with it, or RTN. And turn one, he tumultized my trench. And,
oh God!
it was turn one or turn two, and that, like, I know people are like, "What's the deal with trench? Is trench even that good?" When you don't have it, you're like, "No, you need this stupid card. You really do." And it was brutal. So that was my bad beat. Now you said you had a bad beat week, so please take the floor.
So this week sucked. So this week we got air conditioning installed, which was great. That was a really high roll. We got air conditioning, huge. My house is kind of old. We didn't have central air, so we got it installed. A lot of money, got to take it out of the pocket to make the house cold. Well, then on Sunday we go shopping. We make a giant dinner. I made more dishes than I've ever made in a dinner I've ever made before. think I made like a ribeye that I'm not very experienced at, so it was like, not great. I made some fish for Paige and some vegetables. But yeah, load everything up, put everything in the dishwasher. The dishwasher breaks, just like doesn't start. It starts, but it sounds like basically there's a fork stuck in the pipes somewhere. And so literally all the plates we own in the dishwasher. And the dishwasher breaks.
God.
And so we're like, well, I'm gonna leave that for Monday night when I get home from work. So I did all the dishes Monday night. We ordered a new dishwasher. Thankfully, got it installed today. The guys come. They actually they give you the 3-hour window. They arrived before the 3-hour window, which is good because I wanted to head into the card shop later on. They come in. They get the old dishwasher out. No big deal. It was pretty. My house is pretty thin, so getting the dishwasher out was a huge success. They bring in a dishwasher. They install it. They're here for about half an hour, and then I go out and check on it, and they installed the wrong dishwasher. So luckily the guys were still here. I was like, oh wait, isn't this supposed to be an LG or whatever? And he was like, oh. So the guy uninstalls that dishwasher, takes it back out to the truck, brings in my dishwasher, and installs the new dishwasher. It's all great, except he can't make it straight because there's an outlet right next to the dishwasher that makes it. This one must have been like literally 1/8 of an inch bigger than my last one. And if like here's the countertop, here's my dishwasher right now, just because there's an outlet there. And in order to open the door all the way, we have to make it a little crooked. It's horrible. It's horrible. I hate it. But long story short, if you're gonna have a dishwasher, get a third rack, because third racks are awesome. I'm learning. Cool. And also make sure you measure of all things that get in the way, not just the original dimensions of the dishwasher and the space itself, because you'll end up with a crooked dishwasher and have to decide whether or not you're going to use an outlet or turn that into just like paint it over. Who knows? We haven't decided yet. Crooked dishwasher washes the same,
sure,
but it's a little crooked. So
well,
if you come over to my house and you see my dishwasher, say, damn.
All right. Well, is that a open invitation to everybody in chat to come over to Gary's house? I cannot wait for that party. Not to brag, but mine's straight and working. So.
Oh wow, that's great. Yeah, that's huge. Honestly,
things are going well for me. I'm
things
really
are going real well.
Things are going great. No, actually, you know what? To be honest, look on the bright side. Someone like me, I couldn't even afford a new one, right? So.
I mean, we're dry now. You know what I mean? Like I was selling Magic cards. I'm trying to make ends meet over here, getting air conditioning installed and getting a new dishwasher right before a card tournament.
Well, you're just gonna win.
Right? Well, I'm not. I don't think I'm even gonna play. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Okay, well we'll find out. But hey, listen, it sucks.
A low roll.
It sucks, but those valleys are followed by peaks.
Now I got 3 racks in my dishwasher.
Hell yeah, racks on racks on racks. You know what I'm saying?
Racks on racks.
That's pretty awesome for you. I'm happy for you, Gary. I know, in our private conversations, you'd be like, these goddamn plates. My bowls.
Too many bowls.
2 racks. Are you kidding me?
If I did the dishes when they were in the sink, like, somebody maybe who would be normal, I could, not have so many dishes. But if I waited till the end of the weekend to do all of the dishes we own. And yeah. So lessons, make sure you do your dishes.
Lessons in lava, my friend, which is it's not even a good segue for what we're about to talk about, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Let me so we have Dusk Till Dawn coming out. So we got some early spoilers from Olivia. If I'm saying it's Olivia Spranks, right? Is that who spoiled Alluring Inducement?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so this is, well, it's funny. It's kind of be like, oh my god, Shiana got a specialization. Well, isn't that somewhat true of any specialization that's printed? But this is a cool one. So, if you can't read it, it is a yellow shapeshifter attack action. Attacks for 2, blocks for 2, costs 2. It's a Shiana specialization. When this attacks, a defending hero reveals their hand. You may choose an attack action card revealed this way. If you do, this becomes the chosen card. Which is, we'll stop there. That's awesome. This is
The best yellow.
the best yellow ever printed. No, that's Art of War, but this is close. And then it has a new keyword, Unity. When this defends together with a card from hand, create an Eloquence token under any number of heroes' control.
Yep.
What's a Eloquence token, Gary?
Well, an eloquence token is a confusing ass token, but
Let's bring it up. Bam.
let's bring it up. Boom. An eloquence token, it says when you play a non-attack action card, destroy this, and the card gets go again.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really interesting card because it's basically like one of Briar's. It's a quicken token for non-attacks,
Yeah.
or like Briar's embodiment of lightning for non-attacks.
Yeah.
I also had a little bit of a blunder this week. I forgot the order of text on a rune chant. I know, embarrassing. This is how we. We share our trauma here.
Sure.
And what we learned through this experience and learning how priority works, you can actually get 2 instances of go again with this. You can if you're playing this and if you have this token in Kano, you can play like a Lessons in Lava, and then hold priority, activate Kano, play a Blazing Ether or whatever off the top of your deck, and both, because the token still exists when you're casting both of those spells, they both have go again, and you gain 2 action points.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of like, you know how when a rune chant pops off and you can still destroy it for the tiara.
Yeah, that's wild. That's very wild.
It's the same. I was I was like, no way, because like it says destroy this and then the card gets go again. But the problem is the trigger is already resolving, right? So when you have the trigger is on the layer or whatever, you have the first one and then you have the second effect. Well, they're both looking to destroy. The first one will destroy it and gain go again. The second one will look to be destroyed, but it doesn't matter. It's not a requirement because it's after the comma. And then after that, the second non-attack will gain go. You can get 2 action points in Wizard after playing 2 cards. It's really scary. I hope a Wizard never gets this.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I want to just shout out Chuck in the chat. Chuck, the opponent's Pulverize. Oh man, can't wait.
That's just the tip of the iceberg there, Matt or Chuck.
Mike,
Mike, Matt, Chuck. It is. There are so many cool things that this can that alluring inducement can do. Right. This card's very cool. I think it's very exciting. I'm glad that Olivia got to spoil it because it's done some great cosplays. Now, upon this being spoiled, most of us, I think, fairly, thought that Unity was just going to create Eloquence tokens across the board. But Mr. John Warden, a.k.a. Fluke Inbox, spoiled a card today or yesterday. Chorus of Iron Song. Now, this one's a little bit hard to read, and also it's blurry anyway, but I'm going to read it for you all. It is a yellow warrior attack reaction. It costs 1. It blocks for 3. It is a Dorinthia specialization. Until end of turn, target Dawnblade gets +1, and damage this would deal can't be prevented. Very good. Very useful. And it also has Unity. But instead of a Eloquence token, it creates a Courage token under any number of heroes control. Now we don't know what a Courage token is. I saw a tweet from a bud on Twitter that said that Could be wrong, but talked to James White, and James White mentioned that courage tokens are what goes on Dawnblade. Now, if that's true, this is pretty insane. I think this card's already really good.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting a +1 counter for blocking. That would be nuts. Yeah, I think honestly, even just like something like courage of, I'm thinking courage of Bladehold, right? So your first weapon attack is reduced by 1 this turn. At the end of the turn, if you destroy this token,
Yeah.
could be something like that. You know, because courage of Bladehold, you destroy it to be able to make your weapons cost 1 less. So who knows? I mean, because people call courage of Bladehold courage. So when I read courage, I was like, oh, it's a chess piece token.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this card's insane though.
This card is very insane. And now,
yeah,
you are more versed in rules than me. If you blocked with 2 Chorus of Iron Songs, would you get 2 courage tokens?
Yes, because it's defending together with a card from
so
hand. It's checking both triggers. This, keep in mind, the unity effect will not trigger with defense reactions because there's 2 different phases. Now, if there's a defense reaction with unity, I don't know. I think it might miss that window.
Yeah.
Because you have to defend with 2 at once, and you can't really defend with 2 at once.
And there's a defense, and you can't play reactions in the defense window. Right. Hard to say.
But hard to say. I love this effect. Actually, this is really going to make me want to play Dorian Blitz, because this is a prism killer. This is a absolute bloodbath for Dory for prism, because all of those spectral shields, they trigger and they do nothing.
And they dissipate.
Yeah. So you swing a Dawnblade for 12, and into their like,
and they're just like, take
shields.
it.
Yeah, no blocks, and then Chorus of Iron Song to absolutely end their day. Oh, I can't wait. Also, like, I mean, we don't have Ultimate Blitz, but just to be able to, it also hits Oasis as well. So maybe into Dromai, which Dory does have some problems with Peace of Mind, right? Brush Off. People are playing that. Yeah, this is a great card. It's a Majestic, so you're only gonna see 3 of them in the deck, but it's something you really have to think about, especially if you're playing as Prism. And if the new Prism does anything with Ward or Shields, especially like with the Angels, this can be really scary.
Oh yeah. This is pretty wild. Now, we thought it'd be fun to just kind of go through the different classes and talk about what unity would kind of work for them, right? So, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might just be limited to specializations at this point, but we're going to make the assumption that it isn't. So first, Ranger. If you block with 2 cards, unity, like, what kind of token could Ranger make? Like
reload? A token that reloads your arsenal?
Yeah, that could be something. Yeah, when you attack with your first arrow each turn, it pops and it reloads. That would be pretty neat. I think reload makes sense. Aim seems a little too narrow, right?
Yeah.
Or unless it's something that aims when something hits the arsenal. If an arrow hits the arsenal face up, pop a name counter on it or something like that. That could make sense. Assassin, silver.
Yeah. Silver feels a little bit light, but it could be honestly like an Arachne specialization that you block with 2, make a silver. Honestly, that
sounds pretty good. Yeah,
it sounds pretty good. I was started out my sentence a little wary, but then as time went on, I was like, oh man, wait, hold on a second. That's like 3 free silver for not even attacking.
Yeah. It's. I mean, if that is the plan of Arachne, which it has seemed it's been, and I mean, Azuri has uses with it too.
The chess piece too.
Chess piece. I think silver would make sense for them. We did Assassin, Guardian.
Seismic Surge.
It's got to be Seismic Surge. Although I feel like Guardian getting a unity is bad news bears, if you ask me,
Yeah.
because it just wants to block anyway. I guess Arachne does anyway too, but
I mean, Warrior likes to block with 2 cards and swing Dawnblade. You know,
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, a Seismic Surge. If it was limited to specializations, I think Seismic Surge is totally fair.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, if these are all specializations, Shiana's eating so good.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, all of a sudden Shiana's like out of control good. Oh, that's a little scary to be honest.
Can I get the first Shiana Living Legend points? Oh wait, no, she has some. She has some. She won a skirt.
I'm just gonna skip Emperor because we're gonna get to the other ones. Wizard. Ponder?
Ponder would be nice. Not an eloquence token, please. No eloquence tokens.
That would be too good. That would be too good, right?
Too good. I mean, especially because you can get 2 action points off of it. That would be a little bit nuts. But honestly, shout out to my 2 local Kanos, Josh and Burke. They're holding out. They're holding out for those Kano stonks.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be holding for a long time. It seems too good. Ninja, Zen State, or I always forget that's a token.
Yeah, isn't Zen State like all I remember is that it destroys rune chance. Like it basically makes rune chance useless because it prevents 1 damage, right?
I believe so. Let me see. Zen State token. But Zen State would make sense. It's like so weird. It's like the token that never comes up.
So it says enters with 1 balance counter on it at the beginning of your action phase, destroys Zen State unless you have a balance counter, unless you remove 1. It says whenever your hero would be dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage. So it basically just turns off rune chance, it turns off ninja stuff.
That's pretty good.
For 2 turns, seems like.
Yeah. Zen State might be too good. You could do a Quicken or something like that. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, a Quicken would be cool. Or even just like, honestly, like your first dagger gains go again, something like that. Because that way you can play. You don't have to play Kodachis. You could play, or you could play Kodachis, or you could play like Edge of Autumn. Something that give a weapon go again would be nice.
Sure.
Even though usually Kodachis do, but something flexible.
Yeah. I think Illusionist is probably Spectral Shield, right? If we had to guess.
I think Ward's gonna be a big deal in this set.
Yeah.
Hence
Vambrance, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. No, I mean, Spectral Shield doesn't seem too busted. Seems good. Like,
yeah,
I guess it 2 cards block for 7.
Yeah.
Unless they made the Unity card block for 2, a lot like the Shapeshifter one. Hard to say.
Yeah.
Talked about
we did Ranger, we did Ninja.
We already know
Warrior. But
Guardian.
if it was a Bolton specialization, I wonder if it would be a different. We're not going to get into that right now.
No.
That's too deep. Too deep.
Two in the weeds. All right, we got Rune Blades.
Rune Chant next.
Yeah, Rune Chant. That's what it's gonna be. Mechanologist. Now this is Mechanologist should put a charge counter.
Yep, Steam counter.
Or Steam counter, sorry. Steam counter on something.
Oh, like a Teklo core? Oh, that would be nuts.
Yeah. It seems pretty.
Pounder? Yeah.
Also,
wow, that would be really good in like a control dash.
Yeah. Oh god. I mean, and then even like if you're setting up your hyperdrivers and stuff like that, seems very good. We know Dorinthia. Merchant.
Let's get silver.
No, let's get gold.
Gold. Oh yeah, they need gold. You're right.
Yeah. That would be pretty sweet.
For the cash-in, heck yeah.
Yeah. Ninja, we already talked about. Wizard, we talked about. Wizard, Warrior, Ninja, Merchant, Brute. Yeah. Well, Chuck's right on the money there. Yeah. Brute.
Chuck's right on the McGinnis there.
Right on the McGinnis right there. Brute is tough because we don't really have token. We get, Quicken tokens, something we usually give them.
Well, you could also just be an intimidate token too.
Oh, beginning of turn, intimidate.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's like a bellow token or something.
Bellow token. That's awesome. Bellow token's a great idea. Let's get Gottlieb on the phone right now. All right, he's gonna get on the horn, Brian. Um, Bellow token sounds awesome. No, that's pretty dope, to be honest.
I think if it was a Rhinar specialization, that would be kind of in the money, right? Because like you could block with it'd probably be a blue 6 block, or blue 6 attack, blocks for 3.
Well, they would make it legendary.
Yeah, or a yellow 6.
Whoa, Burke with the what if Brute got a gambler glove token? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's awesome.
That would be nuts.
Yeah.
That would be. Oh my gosh.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool. Then you don't have to
'Cause
run
you'd have-
gambler glove. Oh, that's pretty
I
sweet.
think that's the move. That's
the move. Although the Bellow token is probably more likely. But all right, Gary, you ready to draft Oldham cards?
Oh, I'm ready to draft Oldham cards. This is gonna be great.
Let me just click on this big old behemoth. Right. Let's just take a look. Do you have any like final words for Oldham before we move on from the icy beast, the icy behemoth?
Is this a family show?
This is Budrush Bellow.
Fuck off! Get out of here!
Yeah. No, I mean I understand you as a Viscerai player.
Yeah.
Wanting this bad boy gone.
Oh my god, Ice React. Oh, I hate that so much.
Yeah, Ice React is brutal, man. I mean that is pretty nuts. Now, some nice things. I think there's some nice things to say here about Oldham and the I'm going to take the lead here. I think number one, from a flavor and aesthetic, like why this like might be the biggest win that Flesh and Blood has had. I mean, I remember seeing the picture of Oldham and just being
I remember your message you sent me is like, this dude looks like he can tank. I'm in.
Yeah, I was like, that is so cool. And certainly I didn't expect the play patterns to be so annoying, but there were ways you can build him where it felt like not annoying at all. And I think from a flavor side of things, awesome. Gave us a lot of great cards, and we're going to get to that. And one thing I liked, one thing personally, I got to voice Oldham for Dead Summer Art, which is a blast, and kind of like getting in character with Oldham was kind of neat. And I think he was just a really, really cool character, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I my fondest memory of Oldham is playing against Dagan White at the Airbnb Buds in Charlotte, and just just the fact that one of the best Oldham players was hanging out at our Airbnb and kicking my ass. It was a great time. But I will not miss playing against him because he's one of probably the worst matchup ever for Viscerai. I mean, Ice Lexi really sucks, but like, at least with Ice Lexi, they're gonna kill you at some point.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I think Limited, he was awesome.
Oh yeah, Limited was great.
And JP, I'm drinking some Buffalo Trace, my friend. Cheers. And some diet root beer. Keeping it classy. So
you gotta get the double fist.
Yeah. It's a talking to Gary for an hour is it's pretty brutal. No?
Gotta keep it going somehow.
So we've been doing these drafts basically where we do like a back and forth. We pick something and basically we move from there. So
it's like the TikTok. If you've seen the TikToks,
like the TikToks. Now we are going to well, we're gonna draft Oldham cards that we really like,
Yep.
and double fist. All right, relax, everybody. Let me. I'm just gonna bring up some cards just so I can make sure I'm looking at the right ones here. Legal in Oldham. So I'm gonna give you the first pick.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly where you're gonna go with this.
Yeah. So my first pick here, and I had spent a lot of time. I got this one on the phone. Had to make sure that it was all good with the family.
Mm-hmm.
My first pick is Endless Winter.
It's a great pick.
This card is fantastic. There's a lot of layers to this card. One, you can play it in Shiana. It's a specialization for Oldham. It's a busted ass card. Like, I know that Oakenold is a busted ass card, but like if you read Endless Winter, you're like, what? This is so much text. If I block this, something happens. But then like if it hits, something happens. It's a lot of stuff going on. But my favorite story about Endless Winter is our friend Tyler. Tyler, he top 8'd the Battle Hard in Philly with Starvo. Now, Endless Winter is not a Starvo card, but Tyler was building his deck the night before and included Endless Winter in his list. And luckily, they just converted those to cracked baubles. Tyler still top 8'd that event. Starvo's amazing. Congrats, Tyler. But like Endless Winter, I will never forget that is a specialization, because I remember when Tyler said to me and Burke, "Oh man, I didn't realize that was a specialization. Crap." It was such a he was eating Oreos, he was powering himself through the power of the Oreo, the mid tournament snack, and made it to top 8 with 78 cards.
I mean, he beat me on the way.
Yeah. On Bolton.
Yeah, on Bolton. I was playing Raiden Bolton. I was in a dark place. That's a great pick there, Gary. And we talked before. You were like, I really want Endless Winter, and I was like, you don't have to worry about me picking that card ever. I hate how much text there is. I've played against it and with it a million times at this point, and I have to reread it every single time. It's just too much. But I respect you picking it. My first pick here is it's going to be a pretty easy one here. So as I said, I really love Limited. I had a ton of fun with Oldham in Limited. And when you played Oldham, right, you didn't, your opponent didn't want you going second, so they usually made you go first. But sometimes you hit them with the Glacial Footsteps. I mean, turn one, fused Glacial Footsteps on a red. Oh man, that feels just incredible. You get the arsenal still. You're pushing 7 damage through typically. I mean, unless they have some weird shenanigans going on. It just was that good. I mean, Glacial Footsteps, it looks awesome. You got the hulking like stone giant walking around. It's just awesome. It's flavor win. It's a power level win. I think it's great. And it was good enough to see play in actual Oldham too, which was cool. Yeah. Like for constructed.
So the next one for me, I see where you're going with draft. Makes sense, because this is a draft. You want to take draft cards, right? That's the mindset. If I saw this card in draft, I probably would take it. I'm gonna choose Oakenold.
Oh boy.
Oakenold. Oakenold, I have so many memories of getting hit by an Oakenold. What a horrible card.
Yeah.
Get Brian on the phone. I want to ask about Oakenold, even though he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Like, that card has Oldham on it. It's not an Oldham specialization, so playing that in Bravo was just absolutely unreal. But like, just 3 for 7 with a bunch of text, just absolute madness. And my best run was losing to an Oakenold in a ProQuest the ProQuest finals to Michael Dalton, and it just the Oakenold for 11, right? Isn't it? It's for 11 in Starvo.
I think in Starvo was 11.
Oh, so gross, so gross. But we're not here to talk about Starvo. We're here to talk about a less broken Earth Ice Guardian. And so yeah, Oakenold, we love you. You look like a specialization, but you're not. I wish Shiana could play you, but you can't. So, and that's why you got picked second.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Now, the next one is also going to be a card that I play a lot of in draft, but I play a lot with it in Commoner and even Blitz to a certain extent. It's Thump.
I knew you were gonna say Thump.
Thump is awesome. Oakenold. More like Tommy's joking old. All right, let's relax. Let's relax.
Let's not relax. That was the best. I love that. Yep.
Is...
Old.
I'm very old. Thump is God. I mean, Thump is just so satisfying, right? You got the Cracker Jacks, right? You pop that, and you're just waiting for your Thump to close out the game, or even to put yourself in a position where you can. And Thump just was awesome. And then like in Commoner, God, pummeling a Thump is just brutal. So good, and it just feels so good. So got to give Thump the number 2 pick here. I've had a lot of fun winning with that card.
Because you can even Goliath Gauntlet it, right?
Yep, you can.
Horrible. Tom, it sounds like you like cards that dominate.
Yeah. Why? Are you gonna pick another one that dominates?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick a one that dominates, and it's gonna be Terra Sunder.
I knew you were going for that.
That card sucks.
I mean, it's very good.
It's so good. It's so good. What a good blue blocks for 3. I mean, you put that card on a Winter's Whale, which hasn't been picked yet. But you put that card on a Winter's Whale, you got a whale for 5 that you can only block with 1 card in armor. It's gross. I mean, the fact that you can pitch stack that for the late game and just save it for a bunch of blues, absolutely dirty. Like, ugh, what a gross card. I mean, but you gotta think, right? Like, how's Oldham gonna close out the game other than just whittling away your deck? He's gotta dominate.
Yeah.
So Terra Thunder, I pick you after Oakenold because I've lost to Terra Thunder quite a few times, but I don't have memories of it. You know, maybe I've blacked out, but.
Well, yeah, sure, because you can get smacked, you know, mid game, early game, late game with Terra Sunder, and it never feels good, and they kind of all blend together. I get it. I'm taking my first L here.
Oh,
I gotta go with Stalagmite.
Yeah, that card sucks.
That card does suck, but again, a flavor win. It just is so cool. It does exactly what you want it to do, right? What's the Ice Shield do? It blocks and gives a frostbite. I mean, ask Capolo. He knows what's up. I mean, he guessed what this card did.
Yeah.
Or predicted. But Stalagmite, super flavor win. Brendan, I traded with Brendan in chat, and I still have that Stalagmite, and I haven't used it, and I don't think I will be for a hot minute, but I'm really happy that I have it because the card's awesome. Yeah.
And speaking of Brandon, I will also talk about the card that I bought from Brandon. Rampart of the Ram's Head.
Rampart of the Rams. I think that was my first cold. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think so. I remember that message too. You were like, "Oh, I opened this."
All right, you're making me sound like some kind of loser. No.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, maybe I am.
I mean, my first cold foil was Corsham, so you know.
Yeah, it's real playable.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm surprised you didn't pick it.
Technically, it's an Oldham card. Maybe I should pick that.
Yeah. You could.
Good. No, Rampart of the Ram's Head. What a great card. I mean, just like the fact that the shield, like what do you want like a Guardian shield to do? Not ice, like just any giant tower shield. You want it to block, but you want it to block like a bunch of times. And any turn, any game where you've got a shield that blocks 3 or 4 times a game, that's like amazing. He blocks every freaking turn of the game. That's even better. And then if you're playing against Dash, well, this thing blocks for 8.
I mean, it's really good. I actually had someone today when I was messing around on Talishar block for 1 and then 2, and it felt not great. So I'll say that. And my number 4, though, let me make this bigger for all of you, is Channel Lake Frigid.
Oh, boo! Boo!
I mean, if we're gonna be talking about the bad guy, you gotta talk about the bad guy's tools, because Channel Lake Frigid is annoying, and it doesn't feel inherently overpowered, but it is certainly powerful, right? Because it does have some strict restrictions in order to keep it around. I mean, imagine if this thing just stood around forever. It would just be so terrible for the game, not terrible in power level. But Channeling Frigid is out of control good, and love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to just do a reminder. If you're trying to win the Frostbite playmat, type Frostbite, all caps, exclamation point. I counted people who didn't do exclamation point. But if you're just started watching, we're giving away the Frostbite playmat at the end of the episode. We're getting close. So I just want to make sure if you're still tuning in and you're not entered, enter now. I've got the list up here on the right. Just wanted to give a quick reminder. And it definitely was not to stall, so I could think of my 5th pick. I definitely did not want to think about that. But I think honestly we got to put Winter's Whale on the list.
Winter's Whale. Listen, Taylor, I think Lake Frigid was an Oldhim card prior to the bans, right? From my recollection, the card was played quite often in Oldhim. But yes, you're right. It tends to be better in some other decks. But we're talking about Oldhim today. But Winter's Whale.
I mean, Winter's Whale, yeah. What's a better weapon than Oldhim's Winter's Whale? The old Icy Hammer, Icy Whale for 4, Icy Whale or a Narwhal, if you want to go with that. Just like remember how scary. Just pitch an ice card, threaten Frostbite in 4. Like, oh, so gross. I mean, it got banned before Oldhim, and now it's banned with Oldhim because it's his signature weapon. So luckily, we never have to deal with it again in Constructed or Blitz. But Living Legend's going to be hell for Viserai. So.
Yeah, well, Viserai has to get there first, right?
Well, in Blitz.
In Blitz. Oh, yeah, that's true. Sorry, I forget that's a format sometimes.
Wow, Pat Shaw's quaking in his boots right now.
That's right, Brandon. Hexagore is better than Winter's Whale. It attacks for 6 for 2. That's such a great rate. I'm gonna round it out with I'm gonna make it bigger first. I'm gonna round it out with another limited card that I loved, Mulch. First of all, the name, perfect. Mulch is just, it's stupid. Like, it feels like it was something that like Oldhim was doing to its opponents, and I love the art and the way like the Earth Guardian thing is smashing the ground. It's just so cool, and it was pretty potent. That effect, the fuse effect was certainly good, and I liked Mulch quite a bit. I liked it a lot. Yeah. But
I mean, Mulch is great. You know what I think we should do here? We should do, what are they called? Left off the roster picks at the end. Like when the late round picks. No Crown of Seeds here.
I mean, I Crown of Seeds.
Too many words.
I hate it. I hate Crown of Seeds. I really do. And like
it's a good prior card, I guess.
No, not really. I almost said Exposed to the Elements, I love
Yeah.
that card. Um, I I thought about some like just straight up Earth cards, like Autumn's Touch, but
Yeah.
it felt a little bit off theme, right?
Hmm.
Tome of Harvest was another one that, you know, in Oldham decks that were playing. What's the other chess piece? The
Heart of Ice.
majestic. No, the
Oh,
majestic that makes seismic surges. Like I always really
oh,
liked.
Earthflower Bounty, right?
Yeah, yeah. So like I always really enjoyed those kind of strategies with Oldham, especially in like um, in Blitz. So those were some cards I looked at, but it just didn't feel Oldham to me.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Frostfang is another one. I mean, I'm sure Rose
Oh yeah,
would love to
I mean
chime in
that's an
about
Iceland. That's an Icelander card, you know.
to Rose. Yeah, yeah, for one person. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good draft. Oldham. I wish I could say I'll miss you, but I won't really. But I'm interested to see what you do in the Living Legend format and what your replacement eventually does, right? Hopefully, some things that I would like to see watered down and not make it so easy to fatigue and all that fun stuff. But uh, yeah, I think that brings us to the giveaway.
Yeah.
For anybody who hasn't entered, I saw a few people just pop it in there. I know there's a delay too, so we'll wait a hot second here. But for the Frostbite playmat type Frostbite exclamation point in chat,
Yep.
and we'll make sure you get in there.
I didn't see Chuck type it in. Unless I missed you. Do you want to pull up the list that I have here? I sent
Yeah.
it to you in Discord.
Oh, did you? I can't.
Yeah, here
Ooh.
I'll send you the bigger one
No, I got it. I got it. I got it.
so you can see the full names.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Let's take a look here at what we have. Let me make sure I can get it up here.
Oh,
Can't really see that well, but we can make it bigger. That is for sure.
for sure.
Look at that. Okay. Does that look right? If anybody here is not in on this
Yep.
list, please comment frostbite exclamation point.
if you're on it, type based.
If you're on it, type blue cheese dressing. Let me roll this sucker up here.
All right. Just want to make sure we'll keep the delay going for a second. Don't want to cut anybody off.
Yep. We got all the time in the world.
I don't think I have a 13-sided die on me.
That's all right. We can do rerolls.
I got a 12, but 13's hard. I got a 12 and a 10, so hopefully we get 7 more people and I can roll this d20.
Ranch. Oh, Brandon. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I like the sound of that, JP. Blue cheese dressing martini.
All right.
That's going to be my death row meal.
But what's the crime?
I don't know. Blue cheese related murder.
Everybody's coming up with these death row meals, but nobody's thinking about the crime.
That's true. What was my crime? Well, I mean, I think if you're on death row, you probably had to kill someone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not putting you on it for, taking a piece of bread from a duck who wanted that bread. All right. I think that's got to be everybody.
All right.
So let's give it the old.
So I'm gonna roll this. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Wait. Let me. Here, boom.
Hold on, I'm gonna just blow this up real quick. Come on, where are you? Yo, you blew me up. All right, great. I'm just gonna roll this, and then if it's anything higher than 13, we're gonna re-roll.
Yep.
Okay, and 14. Wow.
All right.
Well, we're gonna reroll.
Hot start.
Hot start. Here we go. We're rolling hot tonight. 6s and 14s. 10.
Is that Cap?
Yep.
Oh my God. Capolo wins. Capolo, I know exactly how to reach you, so I'll be reaching out to you. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hoping to do more giveaways like this in the future. If people liked it, obviously I think people did. People tuned in. We are going to have a good time going forward. Next week is a week off because I'm on vacation. A well-earned vacation. I don't know if it was well-earned, but I'm going on vacation.
Let you give you the earned one.
Rigged fake news. We are going to. I'm going to Colorado next week. So if there's any Colorado buds in chat,
Mo Bogsley.
Mo Bogsley's Colorado. I'm going to show up at Mo Bogsley's house. I know his address, and we're going to figure out some other fun stuff. So we. Is there what was your meal of the week, Gary? We like to do a meal of the week at the end of the show.
Yeah, so my meal of the week was that meal that I made that broke my dishwasher. It was pretty all right. I'm trying to get better at cooking, like we talked about at the beginning of the beginning of the series, I think. So I tried cooking steak, my first time ever cooking steak, because I live with my partner who doesn't eat meat, so when I make something for myself, it's usually, I'll eat fish with her, but that day I was trying to cook a steak, and it didn't go great because I got a big ribeye that I didn't have a pan for. So that was horrible. It was it was like rare in the middle. It was well done on the other side, but I tried. You know what I mean? I tried. For Paige, I made this honey soy garlic salmon, which was significantly better than my meal I made for myself. She made some awesome mashed potatoes. I'm a big Pennsylvania Dutch guy. I love mashed potatoes. No garlic. No garlic in your mashed potatoes. A lot of butter, a lot of salt, no garlic. I know, controversial take.
Sure.
But garlic it's good, but not for potatoes. It's good for other things. But yeah, and I guess I'll plug while I'm here. I'm Mr. Viz on Twitter. I have my Twitter down there in Papyrus. So if you want to follow me, learn a little bit about the arcane language. I like to get into the details, the nitty gritty of the Runeblade arts. I love purple things. Also, I wanted to shout out the Green Tree event this weekend. If you are going, you should bring some sort of like dental hygiene product, not for yourself to give away. Well, you should bring for yourself, but one of our buds, Jeff, who does our merch, despite a raw potato, it's nuance. It's butter and salt. Butter and salt are the best. But anyway, Jeff is giving away an entry to the Realm 20K. If you bring dental hygiene products, you can bring soap, you can bring deodorant, you can also bring period products. So honestly, period products should be free anyway. But Jeff helps run a store for the for some giveaways for local communities in Pitt. So he's giving away a Realm invite if you bring anything. He also, I heard, has a prize wheel. So, bring some stuff and it'll be great. And that's all I have to say.
Cool. Sounds awesome. I can't wait for this weekend.
How about your meal?
My meal of the week?
Yeah.
I'm going to say last week before Armory, Thursday night, I stopped at the bar next to the Bearded Dragon. It's called Claremont Tavern. I sat down, had a burger. Burger was good. It was a really solid burger, but I was more interested in the conversation that I had with the person next to me. Retired U.S. Marshal, which, that was cool. I picked his brain about that, but he also told me when he was growing up in Newark, there was a huge strike at all the breweries in Newark, in the 50s. And he and his buddies, they were like 17. They crossed the picket line because they still needed to send out beer, and they were promised free beer and some getting paid if they just delivered beer. But they had never been outside of the city, so they were just out there trying to figure out where to send beer, which is crazy, right? Like I can't even think about not having a GPS and like trying to find a liquor store in 2 counties over, right? So it was just like a wild story. He's like, I didn't even know how to drive, and I was driving a truck. I just thought I was like, this is crazy. This is why you talk to old people, because they got some crazy stuff going on, and it was very nice, very nice. I don't know, I kind of like that stuff. It feels fun to get some oral history every once in a while, you know.
Blue cheeseburger though?
No, but it had like a cheddar sauce. It was like a port wine cheddar sauce. It was very, very good. And it was one of the ones with a big knife in the middle.
Oh yeah.
So you know they mean business. So
I mean, if they're stabbing their burgers, they're ready to fight.
yeah. So, but that's gonna do it for the show. Thank you everybody for subscribing, tuning in. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait till the next time. I'm gonna try to get my hands on another really great playmat to give away. Hopefully this summer, probably in a couple weeks, and we'll do more of this. I think it was a lot of fun. It's very interactive. Got people, really, really engaged. So you can continue to find me on Twitter at FreshBudsPod. Subscribe. Check out the Buds Discord. Check out the Patreon. Fresh and Buds tomorrow. Craig Krempels. We're going to talk about our farewell to Oldham as well, and kind of get to learn about the man behind the Craig, as some people might say. But it's going to be a blast. So everybody, please have a good week, and hopefully, if you're in Pittsburgh, you say hi. And I'm looking forward to it. Goodbye.
Bellow, bellow, bellow. Goodbye.